Welcome. This is HIP and CDC. HIP stands for Health Insurance Personalized. Health Insurance Personalized. Whereas CDC stands for Customer Driven Care. Welcome. This is Consumers Doctor on the behalf of Foremost Organization. Today's topic is, since yesterday we talked about the larger group coverages under ERISA law, today we'll talk about smaller group, fully insured health insurance. We will talk about how to address the smaller group. It has been a contentious issue. The only way we can provide the smaller group by segmenting the risk into an impaired health support plans on application and first renewal. This will lower group health insurance by at least 15 to 20%. 15 to 20%. Now, let's consider the situation where you get health insurance through a smaller employer. Plan that is fully insured. Obamacare requirements and state law regulate both individual policies and fully insured groups. Making small group health insurance affordable has been a major challenge. Before Obamacare, some states tried to mandate small group guaranteed coverage and community ratings under a single risk pool. But the single risk pools lump everyone together for calculating premiums. It doesn't work under the single risk pool. It does not matter if you're making efforts to stay healthy or not. It does not matter if you follow your doctor's treatment plans. It's a government mandated one-size-fits-all approach. It especially raises premiums for young and healthy. The reason being, these premiums, it is a premium based on the general risk pool, like traditional insurance. They have not segmented it. Consider another challenge with smaller groups is guaranteed issue. How do you address smaller groups to have a guaranteed coverage? That may sound good on one level, but what does it mean? It means the insurance is issued to every small group regardless of any health condition of any employee or a family member. That's what it means. States that adopted the guaranteed issue before Obamacare saw premiums soar. There were no limits on premiums. And smaller groups started dropping the coverage. That's how ended up with increased number of uninsured as premiums rose to an unaffordable levels. So Obamacare basically adopted the same concepts. There are market distortions because these are all premium-based plans. There are market distortions that fail to encourage coverage for all or produce lower premiums. They did not achieve lower premiums. We don't want to continue to go back to those failed approaches. We want to go back to the failed approaches. The concepts are laudable, folks, but without a market balancing ideas of personalized health insurance, they were doomed to fail. They were doomed to fail. That's what the problem is without changes. Let's talk about one issue, guaranteed issue. Guaranteed issue for smaller groups, guaranteed coverage for smaller groups. We must find a new way forward. If you want a guaranteed issue, personalized health insurance is a balanced approach for smaller groups to get affordable health insurance. Employees and family members suffering from serious chronic and persistent conditions can be accepted into impaired health support plans. Impaired health support plan. The remaining group members will have a lower affordable premiums. Will have a lower affordable premiums, folks. If you have a serious health condition, you will get a focused care with affordable subsidized premiums. Affordable subsidized premiums. Segmenting seriously impaired risk with smaller groups would be a special service designed to meet unique medical concerns. Unique medical concerns. It would provide the extra help. It will provide the extra help, information, and the support needed to deal with impaired health conditions. The bottom line, everyone, regardless of health, gets affordable, guaranteed health insurance. Affordable, guaranteed health insurance under the personalized healthcare. The second contentious issue, in addition to the guaranteed coverage, is affordability, affordable coverage. Let's talk about that. For most employees and the family members, smaller group plans provide coverage, much like individual policies. Yes, much like individual policies. One major difference is that with the group plans, the employer helps to pay the premiums. Employer pays the premiums. Within a smaller group, there might be one or more individuals with serious conditions that makes the plan member, either the employee or family member, uninsurable. Either employee or a family member, they're uninsurable. This would affect the insurability of the entire group and higher premiums to others in the group as well. Personalized health insurance would allow otherwise uninsurable workers and family members to qualify the same impaired health support plans we described earlier to the uninsured individuals. So here is how we would get affordable small group insurance with guaranteed coverage. With guaranteed coverage. Number one, all insurable, all members of the group plan are accepted by a participating insurer. No federal or state subsidies for this group. No federal or state subsidies for the group. And number two, all insurable. Initially, the group is rejected, but reviewed by the Health Review Authority under the public-private partnership. The entire small group is covered with Certificate of Guaranteed Coverage. Certificate of Guaranteed Coverage. Again, no federal or state subsidies, even for this group. Even for this group, no federal or state subsidies. And number three, some uninsurable, the Health Review Authority provides uninsurable employees and family members of a small group access to impaired health support plans. Impaired health support plans. This segment has federal and state subsidies. So in this system, all small groups wanting to purchase insurance will be able to get insurance. However, personalized health insurance, all employers have an option to purchase affordable small group coverage. Once again, what I'll do is I will show you a diagram to show visualization of personalized health insurance for smaller groups. So looking at the chart, I'll go through, let's go through the chart. Number one, on the chart, an employer with a small group of employees, generally 50 or fewer, wanting a fully insured health plan for all employees can apply, with limited underwriting, of course, to any participating insurer. They may secure mutually agreed upon affordable coverage at discounted, standard, experience rated, or premiums, increased premiums. That's number one. And number two, in a smaller group, if a smaller group is insurable, if a smaller group is insurable, but is denied or unable to negotiate accepted coverage at a fair premium, they can submit an appeal to a public-private mediator like Health Review Authority. If insurance company's final offer is not considered reasonable by the Health Review Authority, smaller group will be granted a certificate of guaranteed coverage. That certificate would include coverage for any or all pre-existing conditions. That the certificate can be taken to any participating insurer that would then be obligated to offer group health insurance at their standard rates or a predetermined reasonably added cost, not to exceed 10%, as determined by Health Review Authority. Then number 3, any member of the smaller group, employee or a family member, determined by the Health Review Authority to be truly uninsurable, would be offered options under the subsidized impaired health support plans. The remainder of the group would be offered a certificate of the guaranteed coverage. This third option is the magic sauce, folks, and unique market balancing design of personalized health insurance. It allows for personalized services and coverages for otherwise uninsurable workers most in need of immediate medical care. These are the folks we need to pay the attention. These are the folks it provides the care the most. It allows segmentation of members, employees, or family members of a smaller groups into a subsidized premium impaired health support plans. Subsidized premium impaired health support plans. So personalized health insurance will provide for the needs of the sickest among us and lowers the premiums for smaller group insurance by at least 15 to 20%, folks, by at least 15 to 20%. So the smaller groups can be taken care without costing much to the federal or state. They will have, on the third group, they will have some subsidies, but otherwise, affordable so-called personalized health insurance stands on its own without any stress to the federal or state governments. And that is the way to go. Under the present conditions, the general risk pool doesn't work for smaller groups. For smaller groups and individuals, we have to segment it. That's the only way it can be solved. And not only segmented, you can cover. There will have a guaranteed coverage. They will also cover the pre-existing illnesses. They will also focus on who need the most by the certificate of guaranteed coverage. That's the beauty about this personalized health insurance, folks. We need to segment those risks. We cannot have a general risk and take care of the folks who need the most attention. We need to categorize these smaller groups into well category, at risk or acute category, chronic illness category, and the last one is catastrophic. And let them choose what is suitable for them so the premiums are affordable even for these folks. If they are not affordable, as long as they can prove they're economically impaired, they will get the certificate of guaranteed coverage by the Health Review Authority under a public-private partnership, folks. I hope it is not it's easy as 1, 2, 3. We need to make it easier, not rather than complicated. Segmentation works for a smaller groups, folks. For a larger groups, as I mentioned yesterday, they're self-insured. We don't need to we don't need to do anything. They just need some minor changes in their healthcare. But in the insurance, they're all on their own for the larger employer groups. They're 120 million. And the second thing, we need to look into that ERISA law, which I talked about it in the prior segment. ERISA law, the smaller groups and the individuals should be able to. I wish the ERISA law applies to a smaller. If they're grouped together, smaller groups and individuals, they're grouped together, they should be able to have the same coverage as the larger employer group. I hope I clarified that issue. So they should be able to get the access if they're pooled together, all the smaller groups, and become a larger group, and they get the same benefits as the larger employer group. Thank you guys for listening. This is Consumers Doctor on the behalf of Foremost Organization. Our goal is to provide the affordable care to most Americans, which is transparent, and it has to be consumer driven, demand control, personalized health insurance, folks. That's the only way we can lower the cost. That's the only way we can lower the cost of the care. Right now, our healthcare budget has surpassed the defense budget. We need to address that, take it seriously, solve that issue by segmentation of those risks. That goes a long way, folks. Again, thank you for listening. I love you. I would like to see all of you be financially independent, and health is an asset, folks. You need to take care of the health, and you need to be personally responsible. And this is a financing part of the healthcare. So I wish you learned something today. We will see you in the next episode. Thanks for listening. Salute. Goodbye.